Souls-like titles and action RPGs can feel like a dime a dozen, but one in particular, the first Berserker Khazan, has a chance to stand out and be something special. First announced back at the Game Awards 2023, the first Berserker Khazan is now about to be in our hands within a week, guys, and a little bit earlier if you get the deluxe edition. The standard edition is priced at $60, at least on Steam anyway, and then the digital deluxe is $70 if you want to play a little bit earlier. Let's dive into everything you should know before you consider buying the first Berserker Khazan. This game is described as a hardcore action RPG. The player will become Khazan, the great general of the Pale Lost Empire who overcame death, and sets out to reveal the incidents that led to his downfall and seek vengeance on his enemies. Experience the brutal action of the first Berserker Khazan, a hardcore action RPG adventure set 800 years before the events of the Dungeon Fighter Online universe. You will experience the vast universe and journey to the continent of Eret and discover the untold story of General Khazan. Master deep and immersive combat mechanics while you engage in strategic battles against a diverse array of foes and bosses. You will embrace the path of the first Berserker and embark on Khazan's path of revenge. The great General Khazan is falsely branded as a traitor and mercilessly tortured. After narrowly escaping death, Khazan forms an unlikely alliance with the ghostly entity Blade Phantom. Gaining otherworldly powers, witness Khazan's journey for revenge and learn his path to becoming the first Berserker in the DNF universe. Khazan is a master of combat, wielding an arsenal of dual-wield weapons, spears, and greatswords with unmatched prowess. Collect, upgrade, and combine these weapons with various armor sets to create your own unique combat style. Develop Khazan's abilities through multiple in-depth skill trees, allowing players to customize their playstyle and specialize in different combat techniques. While challenging for hardcore gamers, the two difficulty settings and a variety of combat and skill mechanics make the game approachable for players of all skill levels. And yes, I believe there has been confirmed there will be an easy mode. Khazan engages in unforgettable boss battles, where each foe presents distinct attack patterns, exploitable weaknesses, and unique abilities. These battles require strategic thinking, precise timing, and deep understanding of the combat system, encouraging players to adapt and learn quickly. By mastering Khazan's versatile weapons and skills, players can effectively customize their tactics to conquer various boss types and navigate diverse combat scenarios. The devs are also touting this game as anime meets AAA. The first Berserker Khazan's striking 3D cel-shaded graphics bring the world of Eret to life with the vibrant look of animated films. The essence of the dungeon and fighter universe is captured and reimagined with a unique blend of bold, cel-shaded art and realistic textures, creating an immersive visual experience. Now, if the lore and setup isn't enough to interest you, there is a demo available right now currently on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam if you want to check it out for yourself and get an idea of how it plays. And while the first Berserker Khazan is based on a specific narrative within the DNF universe, the devs have made efforts to ensure that players who are not well versed in this expansive world can still enjoy the game. The story is designed as a standalone narrative focusing on Khazan's personal life and his journey for revenge, allowing players to immerse themselves in the experience without prior knowledge of the original lore. Then there's the environments. If you played the demo already, you understand that, yeah, this game is really nice with its environments, with a snowy pass here, a dark cave and dungeon that you go into as well, plenty of enemies to fight and fun bosses to engage in. Going back to combat a bit here, it is pretty much like a Souls-like game because you do have a stamina meter that does govern as far as what your actions can do in combat. And you can execute light and heavy attacks. And you essentially got bonfires called these blade nexuses that are essentially checkpoints where you can save your game out automatically, upgrade your character, etc. Similar to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, enemies have a posture gauge called Fortitude that you must break to deal critical damage. Then there are counterattacks. Not every attack from the enemies or bosses can be parried or dodged. Execute the counterattacks perfectly, you can perform a Neo 2 burst-like counter, which staggers the enemy and regenerates all your stamina. Mess it up, however, and you'll take tons of damage. Be careful though, because elite enemies can also perform counterattacks, which is very cool, but also very frightening. A recent trailer showed off what seems to be Berserker mode for Khazan, which sees him taking on the Blade Phantom's armor and gaining new skills, even seemingly transitioning from multiple weapon types. Not many details have been provided though, but hey, I'm ready to try this out in the game and see how sick it can be. There is a summoning allies mechanic as well. Once you reach the 3rd level and onwards, a spirit of advocacy will fight by your side. And you may sometimes need this, given like boss types in this game that are going to be very challenging. However, like Neo, there is remnants of adversity who you can challenge and earn drops from. They also drop Lacrima circulation, which you'll need to summon allied spirits. There's also transmog in the game. In case you don't like your certain armor outfit on, you can switch it up to look even better but still have the armor you want for effectiveness. The only caveat though is you need to finish your first playthrough before you can actually use transmog. New Game Plus is also available and it'll function akin to Neo. While you can enjoy everything you already did in the first playthrough, doing a New Game Plus run unlocks new options and abilities. Not only that, there are multiple endings, which gives players another reason to embark on a multiple playthrough session of First Berserker Khazan. When it comes to game length, whether you're looking for a media experience here or even maybe a smaller scale experience, it seems that the First Berserker Khazan, at least when it comes to trying to get the true ending, has plenty of content for you and it's going to take you about 80 hours to get. So this is looking to be very, very fun and fantastic overall. In my opinion, definitely one to keep your eye on, especially if you're into Souls-likes, anime style games and aesthetics. And the fact that as New Game Plus, multiple endings, I'm definitely going to be diving into this a lot, being locked in, man. And this is going to be a nice little Souls-like game, I feel, in my opinion, to hold us off until Lies of P DLC comes out in the summertime. We'll have to wait and see though what happens when it comes to this, if it's going to do well. I hope it does well. But let me know your thoughts on this, guys. What do you think about all these details? Does this get you more hype for it? Are you going to be more encouraged to get the game, wait for a sale, or just pass on this? Let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from you. That's all I got for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, found it helpful. If you did, hit that like, subscribe if you're new. My name's Mike, and I'll see you guys in the next video.